This video is sponsored by PCBWay. More on them in just a bit. Hey guys, welcome back to brightnighttech. My name is Berto and today we are working on part 2 of my 3D printed Venomized Spider-Man mask. This project had a lot of challenges, but enough talk, let's get right into it. Alright, so last time we left this helmet with some filler primer. Today we are going to get to some sanding and finish this off. Alright, so you guys know the deal. Sanding, wood filler, till it's as smooth as possible. So I don't, bore you guys. Let's go ahead and do a good old-fashioned montage. Now that it's nice and smooth, we're going to go ahead and paint this white. But while I do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the stand we've been working on. So I already went ahead and hit this with some red. I taped the other side off so that we can paint that separately. So let's go ahead and take some of that tape off. And there you go. We did some filler primer right before we painted it. Just like that. And looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our edding pen and go ahead and paint some of these areas. Now what I like to do is I like to push down on the pen to let that paint flow, and then I just use the pen to move it around to fill it. It's a nice thick layer of paint, so it's not like doing like a marker really. You really are just painting with it, and it really fills in those layer lines if you have any. We're going to do black, exact same thing. We're going to let it flow till it fills up just like that. Looks really good. All right, I kind of messed up, so now it looks all streaky, but you know what? Who cares? It's just the stand, and also it's Venom, so, who knows? All right, we are done here. Like I said, I used a black edding pen for the black and a white edding pen for the white, and it looks fantastic. We're going to fix some of those smudges. All right, now that this is nice and smooth, let's go ahead and paint it black. Just like that, some glossy black all over it. That is done. We are going to let this dry. As soon as it's dry, let's put together the rest of the helmet. All right, here is the Spider-Man part. Now, I painted this red. I didn't show it on camera because I totally forgot to film it. But I used the black edding pen again to fill in those black lines. Now, the tip of this is kind of thick. So what I did was I took it and then I squeezed some of the paint out into this brush. And then I used the brush to get into those thinner lines for the Spider-Man mask. These edding pens were a godsend. They have bailed me out of a lot of things here. I did the eyes out of resin, so we are just going to put them here. I think I'm just going to tape it for now. I'm afraid if I use glue, it's going to get all smeared and everywhere. Where we are going to use glue is on the main mask part here on the eye. And then we're going to pop that eye in just like that. We're going to hold it in place until it dries and cures. And just like that, it is ready to go. All right, let's work on the rest of it. Here is the back part of the helmet. We are going to glue it in place and then do some plastic welding. Just like this. I like to take some leftover filament and use my melting tool and plastic weld it that way until it looks like this. Perfect. So here are the teeth. Now I try to do my regular tricks, wood filler, filler primer, but it just does not look good. So we need to find a different way to do this because this is not going to work. So at this point, I am left with very little choices. I have the part that I printed out, but as you guys saw, it has a ton of faults, broken teeth, crazy layer shift lines. There's just no way I'm going to get this smooth like the rest of the helmet. Rest of the helmet is pretty much done. It's just this part. So I contacted the only people I can think of that would bail me out of the situation, and that is PCBWay. If you don't know who PCBWay is, let me tell you. They are a wonderful company who does different types of manufacturing services. What they're best known for is their custom PCB boards. You send them the design, they create it for you. But what I took them up on is their 3D printing services. They do a ton of different material. Alright, so let me show you what the website looks like. It looks like this. This front part is to do PCB board quotes, but let me show you what the 3D printing looks like. You go over here, you click on 3D printing, you drop your file right there units of measurement, and then what material you want to use. They have so many: PLA, nylon, steel, and then you tell them, in this case, resin, what color, and then they have a lot of different other options so you can customize exactly what you want for your file. After that, you submit the file, they review it. If there's any problems, they'll reach out. If not, they'll get right to manufacturing. And that's pretty much it. Super simple, great way to get these services. I highly recommend, if you need any of these types of services, to go check them out. I will put the link in the description. But so I asked them if they can print this out of resin, and they said yes. So thank you to them for sponsoring this video. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I got in the mail from them. Okay, another closer look so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. You know, not great. There was no way I was going to be able to smooth this out. Let's open this box up and see what we got. I love how well they wrap up their projects they send you. Look at that, just like a little baby. So we're gonna open that up. Ooh, look at how beautiful that looks. Their resin is gotta be like some industrial stuff because it feels tough and not like super fragile. I mean, look at the difference there. There was no way I was gonna be able to get this kind of quality out of the one that I had. All right, so they had contacted me about putting these bars right there, and that was to protect it from failure, and they're really easy to snap off just like that. All right, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's just get straight to painting this. I really don't have to do any processing on it. All right, here we go, some gloss black. I try not to get all the teeth because I'm obviously going to paint those a different color, but I think it looks great just the way it is right now. Let's let this dry and then work on the teeth. So now that it's dry, I tape that off for the gums. We are going to start doing some painting on those gum areas. Now, I'm not great at mixing paints, so we are going to do our darnest. I got some magenta, some crimson, white, and black, and then we're going to see what we can get out of that to get some kind of gummy color, I guess. I got some purpley color that I came up with. I'm going to throw some crimson in there, lighten it up. I'm also going to do like a pinkish, like a really light pink, to do some highlights on it. And we're just going to go ahead and just start brushing it on there. I'm not going to worry if I get it on the teeth because we're going to fix that later. Sorry about the focus here. All right, here we go. I went ahead and did that purpley, and then I used the edding pen again for the teeth. Now, because the paint comes out really nice and thick, it really helps cover up those layer lines and make it just look fantastic. For some of the touch-up parts, I did the same method I did with the Spider-Man mask, which is I took a brush and then squeezed out some of that paint on there and then just used that to touch it up. Here are the gums. I think those came out really, really well. Okay, so now that we're done, I went ahead and hit it with some gloss clear coat, and we're gonna let that dry, and as soon as it's dry, we're gonna put this whole thing together. Okay, let's start with the eye. We're gonna pop it into place just like this, and then we are gonna do some really easy plastic welding just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Just like that, just a couple dots to keep it in place. That looks great, look at that. All right, now the teeth, look at that. I think they look really good. I'm surprised I did as well as I did. We're gonna do some super glue on the side here, and then we're gonna very gently pop it into place just like this. And because the jaw is open, I'm gonna have to hold it here until it dries and it stays open just like that. Look at that. I think that looks really, really good. All right, now let's go ahead and put in the Spider-Man part. Here it is. Now we are gonna go ahead and take our super glue, smear it all over here, and then we're gonna gently pop it in just like this. You want to make sure you hold it in place until it dries and cures, and it is not going to go anywhere. Beautiful. All right, guys, let's get to some beauty shots. And there you have it. I think it looks really good with the rest of the Spider-Man helmets back there. This was a really challenging project, and I think I learned a lot in terms of techniques. The next helmet I'm going to do is just a full Venom mask from DO3D, so this was really good practice to see how I'm going to approach that, because I really want to do the teeth differently. I want to put a little more effort into some of the painting of the details, but this came out good enough. I'm really happy with it as it is, but the next one I'm hoping will be even better. But let me know if you guys have made this file as well. Put in the comments, let me know what you did. I'm really curious, but thanks for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and put in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button for notifications, and we will see you next time.